See, in this topic, we will try to understand and explore the relationship between religion and science. हमने इनिशियल लेक्चर्स में भी देखा था व्हेन आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट रिनेसेंस एंड इनलाइटनमेंट, राइट. सो इन दैट फेज व्हेन साइंस वाज इमर्जिंग, राइट, when the scientific spirit was emerging in medieval Europe, we saw that science and religion were antagonistic or hostile to each other, right. Scientific explanations or scientific revolutions happened which questioned, right, the various truths that are being proclaimed by various religious pundits, right, using various holy scriptures. And therein we talked about the conflict between religion and science and how science came forward in order to question, right, the absolute truth as was claimed by church, right. And therein we saw how various kind of claim, various or multiple claims, they were rejected by the scientists of those times, right, which kind of contributed to the undermining of religious fervor, right, gradually in Europe. ठीक है, हमने देखा था कि कैसे how Galileo, Copernicus, they rejected one of the core tenets that is there in Bible, right, and was proclaimed by clergy that it is the earth which is the center of the universe, right, and sun revolves around the earth, right. Now Copernicus and after that Galileo, they came forward and rejected these claims, and they argued it is the earth which revolves around the sun, right. So they proposed a heliocentric model, right. So in that period we saw a clash between religion and science. ठीक है, ये हमने देखा था. और साथ के साथ हमने देखा था कि हाउ चर्च रिएक्टेड टू दिस, राइट. हाउ गलीलियो, राइट, उनका होम अरेस्ट हो गया था. ही वॉज कन्फाइंड टू हिज होम, राइट, एंड मल्टीपल काइंड्स ऑफ पनिशमेंट्स वर एक्सटेंडेड टू द साइंटिस्ट who were questioning the claims of church, right. So in these times we can see how science was questioning the truth proclaimed by religion, right. So this was a kind of a conflicting phase. ठीक है. इसके साथ साथ हमने देखा था आफ्टर दैट हाउ द डार्विन थियरी ऑफ इवोल्यूशन, इट केम एज ए मेजर रिजेक्शन, right, and it completely threatened or undermined the very foundation of church and what is they said is proclaimed in Bible, right. चर्च उस टाइम पे बोलता था कि it is the Adam and the Eve, right. Adam and Eve, they were the first people who inhabited earth, right, and we are the descendants of these Adam and Eve, right. These are our ancestors, right, and Adam and Eve, they were created or they were God's creation. Now Charles Darwin theory of evolution, right, it was a major setback to the proclamations of church. Darwin argued that he gave his model of evolution of species wherein he said कि basically हमारा क्या है, evolution हुआ species का, right. We evolved from apes, right. So Adam and Eve, he rejected that conception of human creation and human evolution, right. तो पूरा creation का ही और universe को कैसे प्रोजेक्ट किया जा रहा था, राइट, और वर्ल्ड व्यू को कैसे प्रोजेक्ट किया जा रहा था थ्रू रिलीजन, दैट वाज मेजरली क्वेश्चन, राइट. एंड हाउ डार्विन सेड दैट इनिशियली वी ऑल evolved gradually, right. Initially there was single celled animal, not animal to be precise, but single cell was there, right. Amoeba was there, and gradually क्या है, जैसे जैसे इवोल्यूशन होता गया, और इसको हम लिंक करें अगर पार्सन से, अडेप्टिव अपग्रेडिंग होगी, मास गेन होगा, और धीरे धीरे करके स्ट्रक्चरल डिफरेंशिएशन होगा, और ऐसे करके हमारा इवोल्यूशन हुआ है, राइट. सो दिस theory of evolution of Parsons and Spencer, right, they were influenced by Charles Darwin theory. ठीक है. प्लस हमने ये भी देखा था कि साइंस प्रोवाइडेड कंफर्ट टू मैन, राइट, improved the standards of living of man, provided superior explanations which could be tested, which could be verified, which could be empirically observed. ठीक है. So this phase, we can say, it was a kind of a conflicting relationship between science and religion. और हमने अभी recently lectures में देखा how under the influence of science and modernity, religion was declining, right? Religion was disengaging itself from the wider aspects, social, political and economic aspects of the society. और उसमें हमने evidences of secularization भी देखे थे, right? और हमने counter evidences भी देखे थे. So हमारा क्या कंक्लूजन होना चाहिए? What is the relationship that is existing between science and religion, right? Scientists, right, not all scientists, but majority of the scientists, right, they don't believe in religious proclamations. They absolutely reject it. They only believe in something which could be empirically observed, right? God cannot be empirically observed, right? God can be experienced. It is based on faith. So they only accept the truth which is empirically observed, or which could be proved, or which could be testified, right? So there is a kind of a conflicting relationship between religion and science. ठीक है. लेकिन हम देख रहे हैं कि धीरे धीरे करके क्या है, मॉडर्न टाइम्स में there is a sort of agreement as well as disagreement between different philosophers of science, different philosophers of religion, right? Whether science and religion, right, could be complementary to each other, right? उनके बीच में क्या complementary relationship होनी चाहिए? Religion has certain functions to perform which science cannot perform, right? For example, if science satisfies the utilitarian needs of men, makes the lives of men comfortable, religion also gives confidence to men, right? It relieves men of anxiety, right? और हमने कैसे देखा भी था कि और I mentioned in secularization, in the religious revivalism, how during the COVID times, right, there was a surge, right, in download of these various holy scriptures, right, which are in the form of apps on Play Store. You can download them, right? So this was observed कि जो apps डाउनलोड हो रही हैं, right, जिसमें आप बाइबल पढ़ सकते हो, टोरा पढ़ सकते हो, गीता पढ़ सकते हो, right, ड्यूरिंग टाइम्स ऑफ कोविड वो काफ़ी इंक्रीज हुआ, राइट. सो वी कैन से कि कोविड वाज अ टाइम ऑफ क्राइसिस, एंड दिस empirical fact that people were in large numbers downloading these holy scriptures, right, it is an indication that during times of crisis it is religion which comes forward, which provides solace to man, right, which provides confidence to man, right? Religion meets his psychological needs. हमने मालिनोस्की में पढ़ा था, right? Where science falters, religion comes forward in order to provide solace to man. हमने ये भी देखा था, science is not replacing to religion, right? Science cannot solve all the problems of man. Religion has its own utility. So can we say कि दोनों में complementary relationships होनी चाहिए? The needs which cannot be fulfilled by science can be fulfilled by religion. और हमने देखा था how under excessive modernity, which is an outcome of scientific spirit, which is an outcome of industrialization, man is getting more and more lonely, whereas religion was promoting community ties, collective worship, right? It was promoting social bonds, It was promoting unity, integration and solidarity among the followers of particular religion. Right? And फिर हम ये भी देखेंगे किसी Einstein, he wrote about science and religion, right? There was an essay, right? If you get time, you might able to read it, right? Just Google search it, right? In Nature, right? Magazine Nature में वहाँ पे आपको मिल जाएगा, right? You can Google search it. He wrote on religion and science, right? And how religion and science are actually complementary to each other, right? Both are contributing to humanity. Both are contributing to development of man, right? Both are satisfying various needs of man, right? So they are not antithetical to each other. और हम ये भी देखेंगे कि religion is also modifying itself, right? It is accepting to the tenets of science, right? Church has modified itself, its beliefs, right? Bible is now being reinterpreted in modern times, right? Within the context of science. ठीक है? So the relationship could be conflicting, it could be complementary as well, right? ठीक है? So various perspectives देखने की कोशिश करेंगे. First I'll start with by drawing the various differences or similarities or basically हम differences और contrast देखेंगे between religion and science, right? We'll also try to study some similarities which are there between religion and science, right? So I have drawn this table. With this particular table, right, I'll be trying to explain the various points of differences between religion and science. ठीक है? See, religion क्या है? Religion is a system of ideas and beliefs, right? हमने डोरखाइम में देखा था. Religion is a system of ideas and beliefs, right? So religion is a kind of ideology, right? Hinduism, ideology. Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, these are all ideologies, right? Their ideas and beliefs are mentioned, or their ideology is mentioned in their holy scriptures. ठीक है? So one is about ideas and beliefs, right? Also the associated religious practices, right? So religion is a system of ideas and beliefs and associated religious practices. Now ये religious practices कौन कौन सी हो सकती हैं, right? The form of worship, rituals, fasting, prayers, right? All these are religious practices. Going to the temple, right? Performing namaz or going to the church, right? All these are religious practices. So religious ideas, ideology, and religious practices, right? Which link, right? This link. Now these ideas are pertaining to what? This link man with the supernatural, right? This links man with the supernatural, or links man with God, or links man with the ultimate reality. और हमने देखा था in case of Durkheim बोलते हैं, it links profane, the utilitarian world of man with the sacred world, right? Religion. ऐसे हमने वर्जन में देखा था कि how it links nomos, that is the societal worldview, societal ethos, and integrates it with the cosmos or the ultimate reality. So in all these things we are saying the same thing but using different terminologies, right? ठीक है? So it is a relationship. Religion forges a relationship between man and God, right? ठीक है? Now what is science? हमने साइंस के बारे में पढ़ा था. Science is a body of knowledge, right? It is a body of knowledge which seeks to understand and deconstruct the natural or physical world. Science का काम क्या है, right? It is a body of knowledge which helps us to understand our physical and natural world, the world around us. It helps us to demystify this world or deconstruct or understand or explain the various natural and physical phenomena, right? उसी से ही तो knowledge generate होती है, right? And this is done using scientific methods, हमने scientific method पढ़ा था, and rigorous procedures of science. ठीक है. नाउ हमने देखा कि फिजिक्स भी स्टडीज द वर्ल्ड अराउंड अस, राइट. एस्ट्रोनॉमी द वर्ल्ड अराउंड अस, प्लैनेट्स, उनका मोशन, फिजिक्स, रोटेशन, ग्रेविटेशन, राइट. thermodynamics, chemistry, molecules, atoms, biology, it also studies the natural physical world. Our bodies, our organs, these are part of natural and physical world, right? So the main purpose of science हमने देखा था when I was talking about the definition of science, right, in the lecture science and scientific method. तहाँ हमने देखा था the purpose of science is to understand the natural and physical world around us and to predict, right. For example, weather forecasting, right, which is based on physics, geography, right, and other phenomena, right. So it is a kind of a science which predicts the weather prediction. Also, when science develops to a particular stage, it also wants to control the nature, right. और मैंने इसका एग्जाम्पल भी दिया था कि how could you control, or it is kind of like adapting to the nature. अगर बारिश नहीं हो रही है, देन थ्रू द प्रोसेस ऑफ क्लाउड सीडिंग और आर्टिफिशियल रेन, कर्नाटका में हुआ है ये सिल्वर आइडियोट की मदद से, राइट. यू कैन ब्रिंग डाउन रेन. सो इट इज ऑल्सो कंट्रोलिंग और मैनिपुलेटिंग द एनवायरमेंट. आजकल ये बातें चल रही हैं कि ड्यू टू ग्लोबल वार्मिंग, राइट, देयर कुड बी सॉल्यूशंस, राइट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू कुड place these large space reflectors, right, larger parabolic reflectors in space, they could reflect the incoming sunlight, and thereby we could counter global warming. So here you are trying to control or manipulate the environment to your own advantage. ठीक है. Now this is the basic definition of religion and science. ठीक है. हमने देखा था कि religious knowledge is what? Religious knowledge is based on what? Belief, faith, right. It is based on conviction, right. तो religious knowledge क्या है? It cannot be questioned. The word of God cannot be questioned. If you are questioning the God, you are committing heresy, right, which is criminal in some societies, almost in all societies in the previous times, but also in the present societies, right. So it is a matter of faith, your belief in it, right. विश्वास की बात है वो, ठीक है. You cannot question God. इसीलिए इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Blind faith, right. ठीक है. You are no one to question God and His words. This is at least what was promoted by church in the medieval times, that you cannot question the word of God, what is written in Bible, right. And especially in other religions as well, right. Hinduism, you cannot question the word of God. Islam, you cannot question the word of Allah. ठीक है. So this knowledge is gained through revelation. How is this knowledge, religious knowledge, this ideology, these ideas and beliefs, right, that earth is the center of universe, right. Now how is this religious knowledge generated? It is generated, right, through revelation, right, through revelation or in fantasies, right. Multiple religions are based on revelation of knowledge, right, or in the states of deep meditation, right. For example, Abrahamic religions are based on revelation. God ने reveal किया है. Prophet, who is the messenger of God, and I am disseminating the words of God, right, and that those words of God constituted the Quran, Bible or Torah, right. Similarly, in Hinduism, the sadhus in their deep meditative states, they were able to listen to the frequency of the universe, right, which is the word of God. ठीक है. इसलिए उसको क्या बोला जाता है? श्रुति नॉलेज, समथिंग विच इज हर्ड. ठीक है. वेदास बुद्धिज्म में डीप मेडिटेशन के बात आती है. वेयर साइंटिफिक नॉलेज, इट इज बेस्ड ऑन एम्पिरिसिज्म, राइट. scientific knowledge is based on empiricism, it is based on observation, it is based on use of senses. Through your senses you will be collecting data about the physical and natural world, right? Then you will be analyzing, brainstorming and interrelating this data in order to come up with various universal or general theories or laws. ठीक है? So it is based on empiricism and observation, right? It is based on data and facts. Scientific knowledge is tested, it is peer reviewed. Scientific knowledge अगर आप कोई थियरी, साइंटिफिक थियरी देते हो, राइट? फॉर एग्जांपल अगर आइंस्टाइन ने थ्योरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी दी, देन दिस he published in his research paper, right? Multiple scientists came to know about it by reading these research papers. Then they conducted or tested these theories in various laboratories, ठीक है? या in the general environment, right? I am not able to recall the name of the person, a particular scientist who tested Einstein's theory, right? He went to the coast of South America. Therein he witnessed solar eclipse, right? And there he could visibly observe the phenomena of gravitational lensing. अगर आपने पढ़ा हो कैसे वेव्स बैंड करती है जो स्टार से आती है. So it is based on peer review and this could be tested by thousands of scientists across the world and over a period of time. ठीक है? This is based on data and facts, right? It is not based on data, it is based on faith, belief and conviction, right? इसमें साइंटिफिक टेम्पर इन्वॉल्व होता है, सस्पिशन, डाउट, इंक्वायरी इन्वॉल्व होते हैं साइंटिफिक नॉलेज को जनरेट करने में और उसको पीयर रिव्यू करने में भी, राइट? इट इज बेस्ड ऑन रैशनैलिटी, लॉजिक, स्पिरिट ऑफ रीजन, ये सब हम पढ़ चुके हैं, ठीक है? नाउ सी, हमने देखा था कि सी बोथ साइंस एंड रिलीजन, राइट? साइंस एज वेल एज रिलीजन आर कॉग्निटिव इन नेचर. Both science and religion create knowledge or help us to understand the world, but they follow different methods and procedures, right? Science follows scientific method, whereas religion में भी क्या है, religion also deals with the provision of knowledge, right? It provides us knowledge. हमने देखा था कि how through religion man constructs his world of meaning, right? Nomos, पीटर बर्जर जिसको नोमोस बोलते हैं, बारिश हो रही है, राइट? हमने देखा था कि वाई रेन. नाउ सी, इन प्रिमिटिव टाइम्स मैन वाज विटनेसिंग रेन, ही डिड नॉट नो व्हाट इज दिस फिनोमिना and he has to give some kind of explanation it, he has to understand it, he has to impose some kind of meaning to it in order to manifest a proper response or action. He has to understand this, his surroundings or his natural or physical world. He has to give some kind of meaning to it, right? So that he could live peacefully within this world. If you don't know something, you will develop anxiety about it, right? Uncertainty creates fear and anxiety. UPSC में, right? Lot of uncertainty is there. It creates a lot of anxiety in students, right? Then if someone who is religious, he might be able to tackle this anxiety because religion provides you confidence, faith, right? That is where faith matters, right? Faith is very useful, right? You need faith in order to tackle various difficulties in life, right? If you're completely rational, right, or then you could also tackle these difficulties, right? But if you are somewhere in the middle, right, it is very difficult to be completely rational, right? To be completely logical or completely based on reason, right? Man is not like that. So if you are somewhere in the middle, you are neither following the faith or not completely rational, then that is going to create a lot of problem for you. ठीक है? तो वर्ल्ड ऑफ मीनिंग, राइट? रिलीजन प्रोवाइड्स वर्ल्ड ऑफ मीनिंग. इट हेल्प्स अस टू कंस्ट्रक्ट आवर वर्ल्ड. हमने पढ़ा सोशल कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ रियलिटी, फिनोमिनोलॉजी ऑफ रिलीजन. रेन हो रही है तो उसका एक्सप्लेनेशन क्या है? इंद्र देवता. हमें ये सोल्स क्या है? हमें सपने में, ये ड्रीम्स में क्या है? हमें अपने एंसेस्टर्स दिखाई दे रहे हैं, राइट? तो सम काइंड ऑफ एक्सप्लेनेशन हैज टू बी गिवन टू इट, राइट? सो दे कॉल इट, यहाँ में हमने देखा था एनिमिज्म. दे स्टार्टेड वर्शिपिंग द स्पिरिट्स. या फिर मैन का ओरिजिन कैसे हुआ है, then Christianity came forward, right? And there is a book of Genesis in Christianity which talks about the creation of the world, right? Creation of humans, right? Adam and Eve being the first humans to inhabit the earth, right? So it also provides us knowledge, right? It helps us to comprehend and understand multiple phenomena. It helps us to understand our world and surroundings, right? So it provides a world of meaning to us. So it helps man to organize his world, right? And thereby man create or impose an order on this world, right? That is what known as social construction of reality, right? Interactionist इसके बारे में बात करते हैं, ठीक है? See, this knowledge is not empirical. It could be empirically correct, right? Into some extent it could be empirically correct, but it is generally not empirically correct. It is not empirically tested, right? There is no valid explanations, right? ठीक है? But this knowledge is infallible, right? This knowledge is inerrant, जिसमें कोई error नहीं हो सकता है. Why? Because this is the knowledge, or this is knowledge which is given by God, which is written in Holy Scriptures. These are the words of God. Now God is omniscient. He knows everything. How could God be wrong? Right? And you, being a simple man, you cannot question God's words. Right? And that is where the matter of faith, belief and conviction comes in. Right? God is omniscient. He knows everything. And God is perfect. God is permanent. God is eternal. So you cannot question the words of God, right? So these words of God which are reflected in Holy Scriptures, right, they cannot be wrong. They are infallible. Vedas, Torah, Bible and Quran, they are infallible. They are not wrong. They cannot be wrong because these are the words of God. Right? They are infallible. They are immutable. Since God is perfect, His knowledge is perfect, you cannot change them or you cannot amend them. These are unamendable. These are unquestionable. So this knowledge is supposed to be perfect. This is dogmatic, right? These are dogmas which you cannot question. ठीक है? Now scientific knowledge is, on the other hand, it is based on principle of, so religious knowledge is final in nature, right? It cannot be changed. It is absolute, it is perfect. Whereas scientific knowledge is based on the principle of falsification. हमने कार्ल पॉपर में पढ़ा था. A theory जिसमें probability नहीं है falsification की, which cannot be falsified, is not a scientific theory at all. और हमने देखा था पार्सन्स वर्सेस मर्टन, राइट? इसी को बेसिस पे क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं पार्सन्स को. पार्सन्स की थ्योरी इतनी जनरल है कि आप उसको क्रिटिसाइज ही नहीं कर सकते. ठीक है? तो दिस इज बेस्ड ऑन प्रिंसिपल ऑफ फॉल्सिफिएबिलिटी, जिसमें देयर इज प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट इट कुड बी फॉल्सिफाइड, राइट? नाउ इट इज कॉन्स्टेंटली चेंजिंग, राइट? साइंटिफिक नॉलेज चेंजेस. It updates itself in the light of new evidence or new research which contradicts the original theory. So science updates itself. Science is not infallible, right? It is based on skepticism, doubt, whether it was based on conviction, right? Unquestionable allegiance to the words of God. You cannot question it. Whereas this is based on suspicion and doubt, right? So there is no finality in scientific knowledge, right? Which is actually a good thing, right? Falsification is actually a good thing, right? So scientific knowledge is more, see, this is not empirically correct, right? But this scientific knowledge is more accurate, it is precise and it is exact. ठीक है? एंड नॉलेज हमने देखा था, थॉमस कुन्स में हमने पढ़ा था, पैराडाइम के बारे में पढ़ा था, साइंटिफिक रेवोल्यूशंस के बारे में पढ़ा था, राइट? हाउ व्हेन आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट critique of scientific method, then I was discussing both Popper and Thomas Kuhn, और उसमें हमने पढ़ा था कि how one paradigm of science could be replaced by another paradigm of science, right? Newtonian physics were replaced by Einsteinian physics, right? So it is based on, science provides us more superior understanding of truth or reality. How is it superior? Because it is empirically correct, it is more precise and exact, it is contributing or satisfying various utilitarian needs of man, it is providing comfort to man, right? It is more correct. For example, जब मैंने बात की यहाँ पे बारिश हो रही है, इसकी एक्सप्लेनेशन है इंद्र देवता इन हिंदुइज्म, राइट? ऐसी यहाँ पे रेन हो रही है तो यहाँ पे सी मोर एक्यूरेट, it is on the due to the पढ़ोगे ज्योग्राफी, it is due to the processes of evaporation, condensation and precipitation, right? ऐसे यहाँ पे आप बोलो कि प्लेग, bubonic plague, when it came in 13th or 14th century Europe, it almost wiped out. I have talked about it multiple times, and where I was discussing कि how it wiped out almost 1/3 of the total population of Europe, and the explanation that was given, because this is a very disturbing, right? Almost everyone lost someone within their families, their near and dear ones, their friends and relatives. So it created a kind of existential crisis. Men started questioning God, and then the church came forward, right? क्योंकि आपने अपने कल्चर को डिग्रेड कर दिया है. You are not listening to the command of God. It is the wrath and anger of God which is manifested in plague, right? So this explanation came forward, but it provided no solutions. It might have given them some kind of explanation, some kind of psychological relief, right? So that they could exist in the world without their near and dear ones, right? हमने डेथ के बारे में पढ़ा था. Whereas यहाँ पे क्या बोला, साइंस क्या बोलेगी? It is due to virus, and we could actually counter it by developing a vaccine. Edward Jenner did this. So science is more practical, right, and precise. Fourth point I'll be talking about, and I'll be bringing an important sociologist whom I'll be talking about specifically in the chapter of social change, Pitirim Sorokin. Pitirim Sorokin दो cultures के बारे में क्या है, contrast करते हैं. One kind of culture which is based on which is ideational culture. One culture is sensate culture. तो ideational culture में क्या होता है? Religion वो बोलते हैं it is based on ideational culture, right? Or it is ideational in nature, right? Because religion talks about ideology, ideas, whereas science is sensate in nature. Sensate culture हम देखेंगे, right? It is based on, science is based on what? Senses. Senses के थ्रू आप empiricism और observation करोगे वर्ल्ड का, वहीं से तो डेटा कलेक्ट करोगे, right? So it is based on, it is sensate. This is ideational. It is based on ideas and ideology. It is super sensory, right, which is beyond senses. कि अगर कोई बोले कि आपने भगवान देखा है, तो साइंटिस्ट क्या बोलेगा? भाई मैंने भगवान नहीं देखा, आई डू नॉट बिलीव इन गॉड, बिकॉज साइंटिस्ट इज हिज नॉलेज इज डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम द अंडरलाइंग प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ सेंसेट कल्चर, राइट? जो भी सेंसेस के थ्रू, समथिंग विच इज इम्पेरिकल, समथिंग विच इज ऑब्जर्वेबल, राइट, समथिंग जो मेरी सेंसेस कैप्चर कर सकती है, आई विल ओनली बिलीव इन दैट. आई वॉन्ट प्रूफ दैट गॉड एग्जिस्ट, but they will say it is not a matter of proof, it is a matter of faith. God will not show himself to everyone, only to the true devotee God will be revealing himself, right? So it is ideational. So it is super sensory, it is beyond senses, it is based on faith and revelation, and religious knowledge which is ideational in nature, which is on which is based on ideas, right? It is revealed through faith and revolution. It is based on intuition, not senses, not observation, not empiricism, right? Or through mysticism, right? यही तो होता है रिलीजन में, mysticism, fantasies, revelations, intuitions, right? So these kind of ideas, right, are created, which in turn lead to the development of religious knowledge, right? So religion किसके बारे में बात करता है? Religion emphasizes on abstract concepts like spirit, ultimate reality. It talks about bigger things, bigger forces, ultimate reality, Paramatma. It talks about spirits. It talks about soul. It talks about consciousness, right? So we can say religion is basically based on. It is not based on senses, right? It is based on intuition, revelation, or mysticism. Right? और यहाँ पे क्या है? It is something, it is related to spiritualism, right? These cultures which are dominated by religion, they are based on spiritualism, mysticism, right? वेयर एज सेंसेट कल्चर्स, राइट, जिसमें साइंस डोमिनेट करते हो. साइंस क्यों डोमिनेट करते हैं सेंसेट कल्चर्स में? बिकॉज विच इज एसेंशियली बेस्ड ऑन सेंसेस, राइट. तो यहाँ पे क्या है, इट इज बेस्ड ऑन सेंसेस, एम्पिरिसिज्म एंड ऑब्जर्वेशन, राइट. तो सेंसेट कल्चर्स क्या है, जिसमें सेंसेस को ओवर एम्फेसाइज किया जाएगा. और जहाँ पे सेंसेस को ओवर एम्फेसाइज किया जाएगा मतलब, राइट, दे विल ओनली डील विद फिजिकल एंड मटीरियल वर्ल्ड, right, physical, material or natural world which you could see, which you could touch, which you could smell, which you could taste through your five senses, right. They only believe in that, right. So these cultures are based on materialism, hedonism and consumerism, right. So western materialism, which is a byproduct of western materialism, is a byproduct of capitalism, right. Capitalism is a byproduct of modernity, modernity is a byproduct of science. तो साइंस से ही सब चला हुआ आ रहा है, राइट. और देखो साइंस नहीं आई थी तो मेडिवल यूरोप इट वाज मोर स्पिरिचुअलिस्टिक इन नेचर. इसलिए तो बोलते हैं कि द कल्चर्स ऑफ द ईस्ट विच आर लेस डेवलप्ड, विच आर लेस हेडोनिस्टिक, विच आर लेस कंज्यूमरिस्टिक्स, दे आर मोर स्पिरिचुअल. वहाँ पे हम देखोगे साइंस भी कहीं ना कहीं लैग करेगी. वहाँ पे नॉलेज, ह्यूमन कॉन्शियसनेस, रिलीजियोसिटी बहुत ज़्यादा होगी, राइट. वहाँ पे बात की जाएगी मेटाफिजिकल कंसेप्ट्स. तो मोस्ट ऑफ दीज वर्ल्ड्स आर बेस्ड ऑन inner world, spirituality, right, or otherworldly. They will talk about otherworldly things. They won't talk about the physical material world that is present around. That is called as Maya. इन कल्चर्स में क्या है, इसको माया बोला जाएगा, राइट. दिस माया, राइट. और ये बात करेंगे ट्रांसेंडेंटलिज्म की, राइट, विच इज बियॉन्ड दिस इल्यूजन वी आर लिविंग इन माया, विच इज द लीला ऑफ गॉड, राइट, विच इज द डांस ऑफ गॉड. So what you are understanding, that is essentially the dance of God, right. So Pitrin's oracle बोलते हैं religion is ideational in nature whereas science is sensate in nature. Religion is based, which is super sensory, right. It is beyond senses whereas science is based on senses, empiricism and observation, right. Now let us try to develop or explore this topic further. See बाकी और differences पढ़ने की कोशिश करते हैं between religion and science. See religion क्या है, religion हमने देखा था, religion is a source of morality, right. Religion is a source of cultural values and norms, ठीक है. तो religion provides a moral code to man. It shapes or guides human behavior, human action. Human action should be in absolute conformity to religious values, religious norms, religious ideology, or to the will of God, right. ठीक है. Now these religious principles or doctrines provide a moral code, right. It helps man to differentiate between right and wrong, moral and immoral, just and unjust, right. So it provides a code of conduct for man, ठीक है. तो हम बोल सकते हैं, हमने सभी रिलीजन्स में देखे होंगे वेरियस प्रिंसिपल्स. डू नॉट चीट, डू नॉट स्टील, डू नॉट लाई, right. Religion prohibits adultery or sexual adventurism, right. All kinds of religions provide a moral code for the actions of men, right. Agar if you are breaking that moral code or your behavior is not in conformity to this moral code, then your behavior is pathological. Durkheim इसको क्या बोलेंगे, pathological, right. Or this is deviance, right. So religion is a tool of socialization. You are socialized in terms of these cultural values and norms shaped by religion, right. It is a tool of social control, right. Religion is controlling to the actions of men, right. And see, religion is shaping your actions in a very totalitarian way, right. By providing an ideology that God is omnipotent, all powerful, is omniscient, right. He knows everything and omnipresent, it is present everywhere. So God is continuously judging your actions. God is continuously seeing you, right. अगर कोई notice नहीं करेगा, even then God is seeing you, right. So it is a kind of morality or surveillance, right. It is a kind of a surveillance, religious surveillance on the actions of man, right. So man is going to commit various actions out of love for God or out of fear of God, but he will fall in lie, ठीक है. So religion is a source of morality, whereas science is amoral or value neutral, right. तो हम बोल सकते हैं science is neither moral or nor immoral. साइंस ना तो मॉरल है और ना इमोरल है, साइंस नहीं बताएगा सही क्या बुरा क्या है, राइट। साइंस इज अमोरल और वैल्यू न्यूट्रल, राइट। साइंस क्या है, इट इज अ टूल और एन इंस्ट्रूमेंट, राइट। फॉर एग्जाम्पल नाइफ could be used for murdering someone or it could be used for cutting vegetables, right? ठीक है, so it is a tool or instrument which is at the which is there in service of man, and how man uses this tool, right, that the consequences of science will depend on that, right? So science in itself is amoral, right? That is, it is a tool and instrument. It can be used for bona fide as well as malified purposes, right? For example, nuclear technology could be used to manufacture nuclear bombs, or it could also be used to provide electricity, right? Radio isotopes, right? medicines बन सकती हैं, ठीक है। तो bona fide और malified दोनों uses हो सकते हैं, right? So I don't know how many of you have seen that movie, right? There was a movie, I'm not able to recall its name. I think Dr. Strangelove करके मूवी थी, right? उसमें ही एक ऐसा अपोकलिप्टिक सिनारियो दिखाया गया है कि हाउ due to this mad race of nuclear weapons, right, ultimately it will lead to the doomsday, right? Which doomsday it is forecasted in multiple religions. The prophecy is given of that doomsday, right? And might be nuclear arsenal might lead to that, right? One country firing a nuclear missile or a nuclear bomb might lead to a counter reaction, right? So there was this movie which was जहाँ पे ये दिखाया गया था इन आई थिंक डॉक्टर स्ट्रेंज लव, आई एम नॉट पर्टिकुलरली श्योर अबाउट द नेम, राइट। वहाँ पे ये दिया है अपोकलिप्टिक सिनारियो, राइट। सो साइंस कुड बी डिस्ट्रक्टिव एज वेल, राइट, बट इट इज जस्ट अ टूल। हाउ मैन यूजेज इट, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन दैट, राइट। ऐसे ही वायरस का अटेन्युएशन करके आप वैक्सीन बना सकते हो, राइट। और सिमिलरली इस वायरस को क्या है, आप बायोलॉजिकल बॉम्ब की तरीके से भी यूज़ कर सकते हो, बायोलॉजिकल टेररिज्म। कुछ कॉन्स्पिरेसी थियरीज ये भी चल रही थी कि जो कोविड हुआ, राइट, दैट इज़ अ केस ऑफ स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड बायोलॉजिकल टेररिज्म, राइट। और उस पर चाइना पे, राइट, स्पेशली इन आवर मीडिया एज वेल एज इन ग्लोबल मीडिया इट वाज शोन कि हाउ चाइना माइट बी बिहाइंड दिस कॉन्स्पिरेसी, राइट। तो एनीवे साइंस इज नॉट नाइदर मॉरल नॉर इमोरल, साइंस इज अमोरल, राइट। रिलीजन इज अदर वर्ल्डली, दूसरे वर्ल्ड के बारे में बात करता है, हेवन और हेवल के बारे में बात करता है। या फिर रिलीजन इज इनर वर्ल्डली, मतलब सोल कॉन्शियसनेस के बारे में बात करता है, राइट। बट इट डज नॉट एम्फसाइज ऑन दिस नेचुरल और फिजिकल वर्ल्ड, राइट। इसको वो क्या बताता है, दिस वर्ल्ड इज ट्रांजिएंट, इट इज अ ट्रांजिएंट अडॉब, राइट, माया है, राइट। दिस वर्ल्ड इज अ बर्डन, राइट। बार बार अगर आप जन्म ले रहे हो, दिस इज अ बर्डन। सो यू नीड टू लिबरेट योर सेल्फ आउट ऑफ दिस साइकिल ऑफ रिबर्थ, राइट। कर्मा थ्योरी अगर आपने पढ़ी हो, ठीक है, मोक्ष और सैल्वेशन लेना पड़ेगा। Whereas science is this worldly, right? Science is practical और pragmatic. It focus on this physical and natural world, right? और UPC हमने पढ़ा, right? Science is based on understanding, prediction and control of this natural physical world, right? इसको CPU के तरीके से याद कर सकते हो, right? So as to make this world better and useful to man, right? ऐसे religion is concerned with the relevance or purpose of any process, right? Religion is concerned with the relevance or purpose of any process, practice, phenomena, right? For example, views about euthanasia, abortion, or right, these kind of so it is kind of a moral or ethical we can say debate, right? So religion is concerned about the relevance of the or purpose of any process, whereas science is concerned with the explanation of that process or phenomena. It is not concerned about the relevance or ethical debate, right, whether that should be happening or not, right? Science is concerned only about explanation of that process, right? Whereas religion will talk about whether abortion is evil or whether abortion is good, right? Science will talk about how to do or conduct a successful abortion, right? So a doctor will not be indulging in these ethical debates, right? He is not guided by this religion, right? He is a secular, right? He is a professional who is guided by science, who is rational, and his duty is to follow the law, right? That law will be itself be determined in terms of various moral values, right? But his duty is to just to follow the law, right? To conduct that process. So science is concerned about process and not about the very relevance of the process itself, right? तो यहाँ से काफ़ी ethical debates निकल के आती हैं और इसको हम देखेंगे कि इसी के थ्रू हम एक कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री रिलेशनशिप बनाने की कोशिश करेंगे बिटवीन रिलीजन एंड साइंस, राइट? ठीक है. नाउ 8th पॉइंट ऑफ डिफरेंस, रिलीजन सेटिस्फाइज द साइकोलॉजिकल नीड्स ऑफ मैन. ये हमने देखा था, मालिनोव्स्की में पढ़ा था, राइट? इट हेल्प्स मैन टू डील विद एंजाइटी, क्राइसिस और कंफ्यूजन, राइट? इट प्रोवाइड्स कॉन्फिडेंस एंड रिलीफ टू मैन, राइट? मालिनोव्स्की बोलते हैं एग्जाम से पहले क्या है, भगवान को याद करते हो, राइट? किसी की डेथ हो जाती है, वहाँ पे रिलीजन गिव्स प्रोवाइड्स एन एक्सप्लेनेशन, राइट? और हमने देखा, राइट, यू कुड ऑल्सो नोट ऑन दिस एग्जाम्पल हाउ ड्यूरिंग कोविड टाइम्स क्या है, these religious apps were downloaded in huge numbers, right? Holy scriptures जिस पे आप पढ़ सकते हो. So that is a very good example which you could got in your answer, right? COVID and religion and crisis को तीनों चीज़ों को लिंक कर सकते हो. I think there was a question also pertaining to the sociological analysis of COVID. वहाँ पे अगर आप religion के एंगल से देखते तो आप ये वाला पॉइंट इंक्लूड कर सकते थे, right? Science, right? Science satisfies the materialistic और utilitarian needs of man, right? साइंस की वजह से हमें वेरियस कंफर्ट्स मिलते हैं, राइट? ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, एयर ट्रैवल, बुलेट ट्रेन्स, वी गेट फूड, राइट? फूड, ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन भी साइंस की वजह से हुई थी, इंडिया में फूड सिक्योरिटी मिली थी. देन वी गेट वेरियस काइंड्स ऑफ वैक्सीन्स, राइट? इन ऑर्डर टू एलिमिनेट वेरियस काइंड ऑफ पेंडेमिक्स फ्रॉम द वर्ल्ड, राइट? सो साइंस इज यूटिलिटेरियन इन नेचर. इट इज़ satisfy the various materialistic or utilitarian needs of man, right? So science is utilitarian, religion is basically it is non-utilitarian. So machines, TVs, ACs, right? Vaccines, transportation, food security, all these kind of material comfort is provided, or the ensuring the very basic survival of man, right? Countering various kind of disease. ऐसे religion is collectivist in nature, right? रिलीजन हमने देखा था, इट प्रोमोट्स यूनिटी, सॉलिडारिटी और इंटीग्रेशन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द फॉलोअर्स हैविंग कॉमन फेथ, कॉमन बिलीफ, कॉमन आइडियोलॉजी, engaged in common practices, right? So they have a similar world view, similar cognition, common belief systems, common ideology, right? So they have a collective faith, and this leads to building up of this communitarian orientation or community feelings or feelings of brotherhood, right? Or fraternity within the followers of the religion, right? So it helps to strengthen social bonds. ये हमने देखा था, डुरखाइम में भी देखा था, रॉबर्टसन स्मिथ भी बोलते हैं कि religion acts as a social recharge, right? Science is individualistic in nature, right? और हमने देखा कि science led to modernity which ultimately led to individualism, right? Individualistic is also in the sense कि every individual should not be accepting the theories of science, right, at its face value, right? There should be no assumptions which should be taken for granted, right? Everything should be put through the individual judgment, individual query, individual doubt. Even a established reputed theory could be questioned, right? तो अगर आइंस्टाइन नहीं आके क्वेश्चन करते न्यूटोनियन फिजिक्स को, राइट? अगर वो अपना इंडिविजुअल जजमेंट नहीं दिखाते, कलेक्टिविटी के साथ चले जाते, then we would not have got a new paradigm, or we could not have witnessed a paradigm shift in physics, right? From passing from the Newtonian physics to the Einstein physics, right? So these were basic points of difference, right? Now अब इसके बाद हम further क्या है कि हम ये देखेंगे कि दोनों के बीच में कैसे complementary relationship बन सकती है, right? How they can mutually aid each other, or mutually assist each other, or mutually shape each other, right? How they should be in conformity with each other, and how they should collectively be functioning in order to contribute to various needs of man, how to make this world a better place, right? How to contribute to the development of humanity, right? So we'll be taking a look into those aspects as well, right? See, हमने देखा कि initially conflicting relationship developed between religion and science, right? So initially science undermined religion or posed a great threat to the supremacy of church. और हमने देखा था कैसे साइंटिफिक रेवोल्यूशंस, इनलाइटनमेंट और रेनेसा जब आया, it undermined the plausibility structure of religion, right? It undermined the influence of church over social, political and economic aspects of society, right? It ultimately led to retreating or withdrawal of religion or disengaging of religion from multiple aspects of society, right? हमने देखा था इसमें गैलीलियो और डार्विन का एग्जाम्पल देखा था, right? और हमने देखा कि हाउ विद एक्सपेंशन ऑफ डोमेन ऑफ साइंस, राइट, साइंस वाज एक्सपेंडिंग, उसके जैसे जैसे साइंस का डोमेन एक्सपेंड हो रहा था उसके साथ साथ क्या है, डोमेन ऑफ रिलीजन वाज श्रिंकिंग, राइट? व्हाई? हमने देखा कि हाउ वेबर सेड कि साइंस लीड्स टू डिसइंचेंटमेंट, इट डीमिस्टिफाइज द वर्ल्ड, इट लीड्स टू डीमैजिकेशन ऑफ वर्ल्ड, राइट? इट science unravels the various mysteries of the universe, right? So thereby it makes the world a certain or predictable place, right? और religion हमने देखा मालिनोस्की में कब enter करता है into the life of man, right? When there is uncertainty, when there is crisis, when there is chaos, when there is unpredictability, right? So really domain of sacred or domain of the religion, it pertains to the domain of the unknown. ठीक है, हमने देखा मालिनोस्की में कि कैसे लगून्स में जब फिशिंग हो रही होती है, राइट, और शैलो वाटर्स में फिशिंग हो रही होती है तो मैन इज कॉन्फिडेंट इन एंड इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन हिज स्किल्स एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, राइट? वेयरएज व्हेन मैन वेंचर्स आउट इनटू द डीप सीज, जिसके बारे में उसका नॉलेज और कंट्रोल नहीं है जिस एनवायरमेंट पे उसका, राइट, जहाँ स्टॉर्मी सीज है, देयर इज थ्रेट टू लाइफ, राइट, वहाँ पे ही कंडक्ट्स रिचुअल्स, राइट, देर इन ही रिमेंबर्स गॉड, राइट? लेकिन ये बोल रहे हैं कि जैसे जैसे डोमेन ऑफ साइंस, डोमेन ऑफ यूटिलिटेरियन और मंडेन और प्रोफेन एक्सपेंड कर रहा है, वैसे ही डोमेन ऑफ सेक्रेड श्रिंक कर रहा है. तो एवंस प्रिचार्ड बोलते हैं कि हाउ द गॉड इज रिड्यूस टू द गॉड ऑफ द गैप्स, राइट? खाली जो गैप्स रह गए हैं, जहाँ पे अनसर्टेनिटी है, जहाँ पे अनप्रिडिक्टेबिलिटी है, जहाँ फियर है, या फिर जो अननोन सिचुएशन है, डोमेन ऑफ अननोन है, वहीं पे ही हम भगवान को याद करते हैं, राइट? जैसी आपकी लाइफ में सर्टेनिटी, प्रिडिक्टेबिलिटी, श्योरिटी, राइट, कंफर्ट आ जाता है, तो आप उस टाइम पे भगवान को याद नहीं रखते, आप टफ टाइम्स पे ही भगवान को याद करते हो. ऐसे क्यों है, राइट? दिस इज द जनरल नेचर ऑफ मैन, राइट? साइंस प्रोवाइड्स बेटर सॉल्यूशंस, राइट? बारिश नहीं हो रही, देन यू नीड नॉट कंडक्ट एनी ड्रॉट रिचुअल, राइट? आप क्लाउड सीडिंग कर सकते हैं, राइट? ऐसे ही खेती करने से पहले आपको कोई रिचुअल करने की जरूरत नहीं है इकोनॉमी में, राइट? पहले लोग करते हैं, लेकिन अभी क्या है, ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन आ गई, पेस्टिसाइड्स, फर्टिलाइजर्स और हाइब्रिड वैरायटी के सीड्स डेवलप हुई, तो हमारी फूड सिक्योरिटी इंक्रीज होगी, राइट? जीएम क्रॉप्स आ रहे हैं जिससे हम ड्रॉट क्रॉप्स कर सकते हैं, राइट? वेदर फोरकास्टिंग कर सकते हैं. वैक्सीन्स, अब हमें भगवान के रैथ और एंगर से नहीं डरना पड़ेगा, राइट? जो कोरोना आया तो जो बेसिक रिलीजियस स्कॉलर्स थे ऑफ डिफरेंट रिलीजन्स, दे वर सेइंग दिस इज द रैथ एंड एंगर ऑफ गॉड, राइट? दिस हैज ऑलवेज बीन देयर एक्सप्लेनेशन दैट इफ एनीथिंग नेचर अनलिशेस समथिंग ऑन टू मैन, राइट, दैट इज द बेसिकली द रैथ एंड एंगर ऑफ गॉड. साइंस से दिस इज ड्यू टू वायरस, और उसके लिए solution is vaccine. तो साइंस इज प्रोवाइडिंग मोर बेटर सॉल्यूशंस, इट हैज मोर सुपीरियर अंडरस्टैंडिंग, राइट? तो डोमेन ऑफ साइंस इज एक्सपेंडिंग, और जैसे जैसे डोमेन ऑफ साइंस एक्सपेंड कर रहा है, जैसे हम चीज़ों को और ज़्यादा जान रहे हैं, वैसे डोमेन ऑफ अननोन इज श्रिंकिंग, डोमेन ऑफ अनप्रेडिक्टेबिलिटी श्रिंकिंग, एंड दैट इज वाई साइंस के एक्सपेंशन के साथ रिलीजन का कॉन्ट्रैक्शन हो रहा है, राइट? ये हमने पढ़ा था. वेबर इसे बोलते हैं डिसइंचेंटमेंट, राइट? दिस इज अ वेरी गुड वर्ड, डिसइंचेंटमेंट, डीमैजिफिकेशन और डीमिस्टिफिकेशन, राइट? तो हमने ये भी देखा था कि सेकुलराइजेशन, मॉडर्नाइजेशन और डीसेक्युलराइजेशन हो रहा है सोसाइटी का. अगस्त कॉम्ट को भी मेंशन कर देते हो कि हाउ साइंस इज रिप्लेसिंग टू रिलीजन. साइंटिफिक स्टेज है, पॉजिटिविस्टिक स्टेज है, राइट? वहाँ पे जो स्पिरिचुअल पावर किसके पास है, राइट? साइंटिस्ट के पास है. साइंटिस्ट हैव रिप्लेस द प्रीस्ट, राइट? ह्यूमन थॉट काफ़ी डेवलप हो चुका है. वी आर इन द पॉजिटिव स्टेट, वी हैव रीच्ड द कल्मिनेशन ऑफ ह्यूमन थॉट, राइट? ठीक है, तो ये सब एक कन्फ्लिक्टिंग रिलेशनशिप की बात कर रहे हैं. लेकिन अब हम देखेंगे कि साइंस और रिलीजन के बीच में कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री और सिम्बायोटिक रिलेशनशिप भी हो सकता है, राइट? और सी आइंस्टाइन he wrote an article which goes by the title Science and Religion, और वहाँ पे उनका एक काफ़ी अच्छा कोट है, एंड ही सेज साइंस विदाउट रिलीजन इज लेम, साइंस विदाउट रिलीजन इज लेम एंड रिलीजन विदाउट साइंस इज ब्लाइंड। दोनों के बीच में क्या है, कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री रिलेशनशिप होनी चाहिए, दोनों एक दूसरे को शेप करें, दोनों एक दूसरे पे इंटरडिपेंडेंट हो, राइट, और दोनों एक दूसरे के साथ सिम्बायोटिक रिलेशनशिप में हो, दोनों एक दूसरे को, दोनों ही मिलके क्या है, मैन को बेनिफिट करे, ह्यूमैनिटी की बेनिफिट करे, राइट, प्रोग्रेस ऑफ ह्यूमैनिटी का, इट विल शुड मेक द वर्ल्ड अ बेटर प्लेस। वो कैसे हो सकता है? सी साइंस नीड्स रिलीजन, राइट, सी साइंस विदाउट अ कोड ऑफ मोरालिटी, राइट, हमने देखा था साइंस इन इटसेल्फ इज अमोरल, राइट, तो साइंटिफिक टेक्नोलॉजी है, इट शुड बी गाइडेड by moral forces, by a code of ethics, by a code of morality, right, which should be provided by religion, right, because religion is the source of morality, right. So science without a code of morality will lead to horrors and destructions, right. Practice of science needs to be shaped by a moral or ethical code, right. Science without ethics, right, हम देख सकते हैं कि environmental degradation हो रहा है, right, species destruction हो रहा है, which is basically an aggression of science, right. So it is an aggression of science. ऐसी there is a possibility of nuclear apocalypse, right. I talked about Dr. Strangelove, right, and now I could able to remember the director, right. He's a genius, right. Stanley Kubrick directed that movie. स्पेशली अब देखो वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 में आपको न्यूक्लियर बॉम्बिंग्स देखने को मिली थी, केमिकल वेपन्स यूज होते हैं मल्टीपल वॉर्स में, राइट. सो साइंस or the basic thing that is the main debate that is occurring in the contemporary times is man's capability to do genetic modification, right, and some say कि even through genetic modifications the process of aging could be reversed or it could be stopped and man could become immortal, right. ठीक है, plus genetic manipulation or genetic modification, it means you're changing the way in which how God created us, right. So these are very science in itself is amoral. Science only deals with the process, right? It does not deal with the relevance or ethicality or morality of the process, right. So science needs to be structured or shaped by religion, a code of morality. So religion is not only the traditional religions, right. Religion could be anything which provides a structure or a code of morality, right. और ये अपने ऐसे में दिस पॉइंट वाज मेंशन्ड बाय आइंस्टाइन, राइट. सी और कैसे यूटिलिटेरियन और कैसे कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री रिलेशनशिप डेवलप हो सकते हैं साइंस और रिलीजन में. सी साइंस हमने देखा इट फुलफिल्स यूटिलिटेरियन नीड्स ऑफ मैन, राइट, वेयर एज रिलीजन फुलफिल्स साइकोलॉजिकल नीड्स ऑफ मैन इन टाइम्स ऑफ एंजाइटी, क्राइसिस, केओस, राइट. सो बोथ साइंस एंड रिलीजन in a complementary way, right, could fulfill utilitarian and psychological needs of men, right. So they both can, right, coexisting together can benefit humanity, can benefit mankind, right. It will make the world a better place if somehow you will be able to deal with mental illness, right, or mental depression, or which is essentially man not able to meet his psychological needs. That is basically a byproduct of that. And why is it increasing in contemporary times? Due to decline of religion, right. साइंस हमने देखा था ऐसी एक्सेसिव मॉडर्निटी प्रमोट करता है, राइट. हमने गिडन्स के बारे में पढ़ा था, हाई मॉडर्निटी और हाइपर मॉडर्निटी, राइट. इट प्रमोट्स, साइंस प्रमोट्स एक्सेसिव इंडिविजुअलिज्म, राइट. सो इट लीड्स टू डिसरप्शन ऑफ सोशल बॉन्ड्स. इट प्रमोट्स loneliness and depression. In modern societies, physical relationships have been replaced by virtual relationships. और कैसे एंथनी गिडन्स बोलते हैं, there has been disruption of space and time, right. Whereas religion was, हमने देखा science is individualistic in nature, हमने देखा, whereas religion is collectivistic in nature, right. So religion promotes community ties. It promotes a sense of emotional affiliation, a sense of belongingness between its followers, right. And this we could see in modern world, man is getting more and more lonely, right. And because his psychological and social needs are not being met by science, right, due to excessive secularization. So religion is making a comeback, right. Religion is making a comeback in the form of rise of cults and new religious movements, right, which is basically happening in western countries. Plus हमने ये भी देखा था when I was talking about Giddens, how scientific knowledge is ever changing. scientific knowledge is proliferating. There are so many experts, and man, due to high reflexivity, high suspicion or doubt, does not able to fathom which expert to believe and which expert not to believe. Right? There are multiple experts talking about the same thing, having different or contrasting viewpoints. So there is no certainty in man's views. Right? Whereas religion was providing certainty. It was providing a order. It was providing a stable nomos. Right? This nomos has been questioned due to susceptibility, due to suspicion and reflexivity of man. Ethnic guidance में हमने देखा था. Right? So religion should be coexisting with science, right? Because religion could perform these community ties, which will essentially reduce the sufferings of man, and which will ultimately lead to making this world or the experience of man, right, better. Plus see, ऐसा नहीं है कि science is completely independent of religion, right? Religion also promoted or shaped science. Religion also led to the growth of science. और हम see, Protestantism क्या था? It was a this worldly religion. It was a this worldly religion. It was neither otherworldly nor inner worldly. What was Protestantism talking about? Making this world a better place. Right? Man through his hard work, हमने पढ़ा था when I was talking about Weber. Man through his hard work should be engaged in glory of God. And how to ensure glory of God? By sacrificing or by doing hard work. Right, by making this world a better place, by converting this world into heaven itself. Why should you be talking about other worldly things, other heaven and hell, which are otherworldly? You make this a beautiful place, right? So Protestantism हमने देखा came as a reaction to Catholicism, right? It questioned Catholicism, it questioned the कैथोलिक सेक्ट्स, राइट, जो क्रिश्चियनिटी को उसी टाइम पे डोमिनेट कर रहा था. क्रिश्चियनिटी वाज बेसिकली कैथोलिसिज्म, बाकी सेक्ट नहीं थे. प्रोमोटिंग यू कुड से सुपरस्टिशन, ब्लाइंड बिलीफ्स. तो प्रोटेस्टेंट्स क्या बोलते हैं कि यू शुड गो फॉर इंडिविजुअलिस्टिक इंटरप्रिटेशन ऑफ बाइबल. इंडिविजुअलिज्म उन्होंने प्रमोट किया, राइट? इंडिविजुअलिज्म, ग्लोरिफाइड रीजन एंड इंडिविजुअलिज्म. प्लस दे बिलीव इन द कैपेबिलिटी ऑफ मैन. That man, through his reason, he could be able to interpret the Bible. Right? He should be engaged in his own individualistic interpretation because man possesses that reason. So it also promoted rationality, reason. It promoted individualism. और हमने देखा था how Weber said कि Protestant ethics led to the development of spirit of capitalism, which essentially contributed to modernity, industrialization, and further rise of science. तो यहाँ पे हम लिख कर सकते हैं रिलीजन इज शेपिंग साइंस. एक और आर्गुमेंट देखते हैं हाउ रिलीजन इज शेपिंग साइंस. सी, रिलीजन कंट्रीब्यूट्स टू स्पिरिचुअलिटी एंड स्पिरिचुअलिटी लीड्स टू हायर स्टेट्स ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस, राइट? सी, religion is not about occult practices, or religion is not about superstitions, or religion is not particularly related to traditional religions. Religion is also about spirituality, inner worldliness, right? Getting to know yourself better, right? By raising your states or levels of consciousness. So when you raise your states or levels of consciousness, you will be able to seek knowledge which was not there, right? और इसी को see, when you reach these higher states of consciousness, it leads to scientific discoveries, right? और मैं आपको एग्जांपल देके बताता हूँ. रामानुजम, right? He was a great mathematician, and he used to say कि देवी, right, goddess comes into her dreams, right? Goddess comes into her dreams, and Devi is telling complex mathematical equations in his dreams, right? So it was a kind of a mystic experience, which is only possible due to spirituality or higher levels of consciousness, right? So it was basically consciousness which was manifesting itself in terms of dreams, right? और सी, ऐसे ही आइंस्टाइन बोलते हैं, राइट? आइंस्टाइन यूज्ड टू कंडक्ट वेरियस काइंड ऑफ थॉट एक्सपेरिमेंट्स, एंड ही यूज्ड टू से इमेजिनेशन इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट देन नॉलेज, right? And his various theories are a byproduct of his imagination, which is due to higher levels of consciousness, which is essentially you could link it to spirituality, which could be linked to inner worldliness and religion, right? So religion could also shape scientific discoveries, right? And these two are very good examples you could quote in your exam, right? So this was the fifth point. Sixth point that I want to talk about is, see, science could also be dogmatic, and it could claim monopoly over truth, and it could reject all other explanations. For example, science rejecting the explanations of religion. Now how could science be dogmatic? Right? हमने देखा था कि science is based on suspicion, doubt, inquiry, peer review. Then how could science be dogmatic? See, science could be dogmatic in the sense that the scientists believe only through using scientific method, only by using the scientific steps, only by using the scientific procedure, you would be able to discover multiple mysteries of this natural world, right? Various scientific inventions, scientific discoveries, scientific innovations could only be possible through using this scientific method, right? So this is the core belief of most of the scientists. See, Einstein mostly devoted less time to going to laboratory. His main major works erupted or emerged out of his higher states of consciousness, or his which is a byproduct of his thought experiments, right? That is why I said imagination is more important than knowledge, right? So वो तो साइंटिफिक मेथड पे एम्फोसाइज करते हैं. दिस इज काइंड, यहाँ पे हम साइंस क्या हो जाती है, डॉगमेटिक और फंडामेंटलिस्ट हो जाती है. और यहाँ पे मैं आपको दो काफ़ी अच्छे एग्जांपल्स देता हूँ विच यू शुड डेफिनेटली बी कोटिंग इन द एग्जामिनेशन, राइट? सो फर्स्ट आई विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट, सी साइंटिफिक मेथड का जब मैंने आपको बात की, लिंक इट टू द कंसेप्ट ऑफ सेरेंडिपिटी. Right? Through serendipity, by luck or by chance, right? While conducting scientific research, it could lead to a particular scientific discovery. ऐसे ही ये हो गया R.K. Merton. इसको लिंक करो सेकेंडली आप पॉल फ्रेरा बैंड, राइट? पॉल फ्रेरा बैंड के बारे में मैंने आपको पढ़ाया था. And he says about anything goes, right? Anything goes, and he talks about methodological anarchism, right? You should not be following a rigorous, because science is based on rigorous following of all the scientific procedure, scientific steps, scientific method, right? To the very minute detail, you should be following scientific method. But Paul Feyerabend said anything goes, and people should be engaged in methodological anarchism. This is how we said कि Ramanujan was discovering serendipity, Einstein, right? All this is what you could explore knowledge or discover knowledge through using multiple means. Why should you only be dependent on a particular scientific method, right? सो ही वॉज टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस, और उन्होंने क्या है मैथडोलॉजिकल एनार्किज्म की बात की थी, ठीक है? सो इसको भी आप इसमें इंक्लूड कर सकते हैं, ठीक है? सो दिस वाज साइंस एंड रिलीजन. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, देयर इज नॉट मच टू अंडरस्टैंड इन दैट, राइट? आई विल be giving you just brief pointers, right? There is nothing much to explain in the next topic, right? I'll be talking about 3 to 4 topics, right? I'll be talking about sects, cults, civic religion, right? Which I forgot to deal with in this chapter, right? I promised in Durkheim, right? I only gave a passing reference to civil religion when I was talking about modern religion in contemporary society, when I was talking about Durkheim, and I was talking about nationalism as a form of civil religion, right? So that I will also want to cover it again, right, in a more in-depth manner, right? Sects, cults, civil religion, and monism, right? So these 4 topics are very small topics I'll be taking up in the next lecture, right? So next lecture will be the last lecture, right, pertaining to religion, and after that we'll be starting with the chapter of family.